Hey guys, I've been wanting to try out Yu-Gi-Oh for quite a while now. I know next to nothing about it, unfortunately. I've opened a grand total of one booster box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards so far, and I think it was the Grand Creators that I opened. So Blazing Vortex, I had never even heard of this set. I ended up buying it because there was this website that did like, if you spend a certain amount, they would give you store credit on your next order, and they only had a couple of things to choose from, so I ended up with so much store credit by the amount that I bought that I didn't know what to do with some of the rest of it, and I saw some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff because I couldn't really find any other Pokemon stuff I was interested in, and was like, okay, I guess I'll try out some Yu-Gi-Oh then. And I think this was the only booster box they had available on their website. But I have the card set list pulled up because when I actually get stuff like this, I have no idea if it's worth money or not. So I could end up pulling the #1 card in the set and I wouldn't even know it. So although I have only opened one box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I did see my best friend open 4 boxes, so I learned a little bit about the way it works, and I believe there's no card trick you can do because the way it works is that the more rare the card is, the different slot it will be in, and basically you want it to be as far back in the set of 9 as possible. Each pack has 9 cards, so the further back the rare you end up getting is, the more valuable that means it is, I think. I am new to this, so that could be wrong, but that was the understanding I had based on what we looked up when he was opening all these cards. I actually have no idea how new or old this set is, so I kind of want to look and see if I can find a year on here somewhere. Let's see. This is where it usually is on Pokemon cards, but I don't see a year on here. Oh, man. I guess I'm just gonna have to look it up. Oh, well. So, from the set list, the #1 card is something called Pot of Prosperity, and it's a Starlight Rare. I don't know what a Starlight Rare means, but it's likely going to be in the 9th card slot, whatever that is. Probably the hardest, most difficult rarity to get. I think the set that I opened, whatever it was called Collector's Rare for the highest rarity. I guess they changed the name of the rarity for each set, so this one is called a Starlight Rare. I think the Collector's Rare is more typical, though, because I feel like they even use that term for older sets. But as far as the rarities go, I think it starts, you just get a regular holo. Then there can be a holo with the letters up here also holo. And beyond that, then there can be, I think there's like a silver tier of holo and a gold tier of holo. And then past that, you can get like the borders are also holo. I think there's even one beyond that, but I don't quite remember. Maybe the like this brown outline here is also holo. But from what I remember, the regular holos are basically the lowest tier, but you're guaranteed one, at least one of those. I think only one. I don't think it's possible to have more than one, but so yeah, you're guaranteed one in every single pack, and basically that's the majority of them is going to be the lowest tier, where it's just a regular holo and the letters are normal and the border is normal. So those ones are probably going to be worth next to nothing. So I just looked it up, and this set appears to have been released on February 4th of 2021, so it's like a year and a half old. That is surprising because this set is only $60 for an entire booster box, which, in comparison to Pokemon, wow, Yu-Gi-Oh is so cheap and affordable. You get 1 less card per pack, I think it's 9, yeah, 9, versus Pokemon's 10, and you get 50% less packs. You only get 24 in a booster box versus the 36 for a Pokemon. But even considering that, I think for a year and a half old set in Pokemon, what would that be comparable to? Like, maybe Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze. Or it might be more like Sword and Shield and Rebel Clash. And those sets cost $200 for sealed booster boxes. So yeah, I would say Yu-Gi-Oh! Is pretty easily a lot more affordable. I actually saw... Oh. So, I mean, I do recognize Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards at least a little because I used to collect them when I was a kid, but these kinds of cards with, like, the half the card having the text take it up, I've never seen any of these. I don't think they had something like that back when I used to play. But yeah, I decided to look around for other booster boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff just to see. Maybe I wanted to open some more in the future, and one of them, I think it's called Synchro Storm, like Legendary Duelists. Those are only $40 for an entire booster box. That's ridiculous. 24 packs for $40. I'm actually rounding up when I say that too. I think it was like $37. I would guess that's Yu-Gi-Oh's equivalent of like our Battle Styles or Fusion Strike, because that is probably not normal, and I'd imagine any card shop selling them for those prices are taking some huge losses. The holo pattern on that looks really interesting, but this still... Actually, the letters are silver, so that might be worth a little bit more, but from when I looked at the set list, there's like 5 or 6 cards that are worth a lot, and then everything else is like $4 or less, so this might be one of the $2 to $4 valued cards, maybe. From what I understand, though, the pull rates on Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are significantly lower as far as the top tier cards than Pokemon is, because this set only costing $60 for an entire box. The number 1 card in this set, that's also another really cool holo pattern, by the way. The number 1 card in this set is worth over $500. So basically, if you got the number 1 card in this set, you could afford 10 entire booster boxes of this set. And I'm sure you'd get at least a couple other good pulls along the way, but yeah, I think your chances are... Oh, okay, I don't know how the cards work in this. Maybe I should be doing a card trick, because that has gold letters and it's hollow. Isn't that supposed to be one of the higher tiers? I need to find out how this stuff works if I ever decide to do another Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster box opening. I'm so ignorant right now. Well, I mean, whatever that card was, it's not one of the more expensive cards. It just pretty much double check anything I get that I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Because I really don't know at this point. At least for now, I am not going to be attempting to do any card tricks, but yet again, that's gold text again with a hollow background yet again, making me think it's a higher tier card, but I don't recognize this name either, so it is also not one of the more expensive cards. I'll still show off the entire booster packs, even if it's going to be random junk behind it. But wow, yeah, I can see why these are so cheap, because it feels like this booster box is practically empty already, and it really feels like I just started. So, okay, I know I just said I wasn't going to try a card trick, but I'm going to try one. Let's try 3 and see what happens. I don't know. Let's just keep going and see if the rare is the final card now. That would be nice if I could consistently... So there's the rare, or hollow, or ultra rare. I don't know what they call it in Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah, it was off by 1, so let's try doing 4 from the back this time and see if I consistently get the card in the same spot. I do prefer it the way that Pokemon does it, where you can just always do the exact same card trick and always have the rare in the back. I know for sure that the set that my friend and I opened, it worked at least similar to the way I'm describing it, but this set, it honestly kind of seems like they did put the rare, whatever it's called, in the same slot in every single pack. But yeah, I've always liked saving the best for last, not just in Pokemon, but like anything in general, really. I'd do the same thing like at a job. If I had a whole bunch of tasks to do, I would get rid of the most difficult, annoying task first and save the easiest task for last. That's just how I've always liked to do things in life in general. Wow, yeah, I think I've only gotten 4 packs left. That's crazy how fast that went by. I definitely plan on opening some more Yu-Gi-Oh! In the future, especially because of how quick these booster boxes go by. Even if it took longer than expected, I'd still plan on doing more, but especially now that I know how fast these are. I understand the price being so much lower, a lot better now. I don't feel like I've gotten anything valuable at all in this video. The card list for this set, at least, is freaking crazy, though, because the number 1 is 500, the number 2 goes to 200, which is honestly pretty good. Not, you know, a lot of sets, they just drop off after the first card, but so it goes 500 to 200 to 100, and then it's like 30 and then $4. So the drop off does still happen really quickly, but at the same time, I don't think Pokemon has a single set where you can pull multiple cards and pay off for multiple booster boxes. Maybe Evolving Skies can sort of do that with the Umbreon and the Rayquaza VMAX alternate art, but that is probably going to change very soon now that Evolving Skies has been reprinted. And also, I don't really think that's a fair comparison because Evolving Skies is like a modern, still in print set. If you wanted to go back a year and a half or something to Sword and Shield Base or Rebel Clash, those sets are not going to have a single card in them that is going to come anywhere near paying off the $200 booster box. I wonder if it's coincidence that they copied the same number of cards you do for a card trick, being 4 for modern Pokemon. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has got to be super successful, which I honestly didn't really know about, but just based on there being a card in this set that's worth over $500, that must mean this has an enormous fan base. I just haven't been paying attention to it. With how affordable booster boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are in comparison to Pokemon, though, I might actually just open every single set. Not back to back, because I still want my main focus to be Pokemon, but just once in a while, I'll probably switch to Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially at a point in time like this, because currently Pokemon Go is getting less and less interesting and popular because it's been out for a little while now. And the next set to come out is going to be Lost Origin, but I think that's not until November, and it's currently July. So I won't really have anything new to open related to Pokemon for a super long time. But anyway, this is the final pack. Like I said, I don't think I got anything of value in this entire booster box, but that appears to be much more common for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is this the last card, or is there one more? This might be the last. No, okay, there's one more. It's a lot harder to tell because Pokemon gives you the reverse, and you're like, oh, okay, that means the next card's the last one. This one doesn't give you reverse holos or anything, and unfortunately, we don't end it with anything too spectacular. But yeah, if you guys want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, let me know, because I guess I should say, if you guys don't want to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, let me know, because if I don't get a response at all, I plan on opening more Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff, because I thought it was fun. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to support me, I got links in the description. Other than that, see you in the next video.